I've lived in some pretty hot places, but geez, is that like year round?
No. Well, look, we've had a very cold winter, which is unheard of. You know what's been happening over here, weather-wise, is just it's just bullshit. It really is. I mean,
what's cold where you are? What does that mean?
Say 10 Celsius. It's cold. That'd be 50, 40, 50, something like that. Fahrenheit.
Hold on, good old Google will tell me. Yep, 50 Fahrenheit. Okay. Yeah.
And that sort of thing. And you know, it sometimes gets colder, but it's lasted longer. The winter's lasted longer for us, like a good month longer than it has.
How long does winter last where you are?
Normally we get 3 months winter, and it gets hot again. Like we get 3 months of cool,
like the
reprieve from the
place.
heat. Yeah, 3 months of reprieve of heat, and then it's just full on. Just remember, our average is around, like yearly summer average is around 42 to 47.
Yeah, I lived over kind of in like the Middle East region where by noon it was 110, 120.
Yeah.
And yeah, it gets kind of cold there too, about 50, maybe 40 degrees sometimes.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, of course, people don't realise we have snow here. It snows in Australia. You know, we have like ski lodges. You know what I mean?
I would not have guessed that it snows in Australia.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy what you can find here. As you know, we're as big as mainland America, right? With only 25 million people.
And I saw a recent map once of just how big Australia is. You can fit all of Europe inside Australia. That's how big it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. This is StratSide 15. My guest today is PaleTiger, and we're going to be talking about opinions. Opinions PlanetSide 2, opinions whatever it is that our conversation ventures into. That's what it's about today. So, per the agenda, talk about, we'll first go over disclaimer, then we'll go through the scope of the talk, then slide right into our introductions, and then start our discussion. And I'm this is good. This is good. I've been looking forward to this. So disclaimer, I speak for myself. Pale speaks for himself and also Pale Writers. And you can see that I struck out also he speaks for War Pigs and Space Pigs, but as you may or may not be aware, that is there are no more. Yes, Pale, right?
Yep. Well, Space Pigs is still going. That's still going on Connery. I didn't shut that down. I didn't kick the people. I just left it. But Connery was dying anyway. So there was nothing, more I can do. With War Pigs, the people that came over, a lot of the people that came over from War Pigs to Pale Rider, right, we left our accounts in War Pigs. So, but we kicked 4,000 members. We just kicked 4,000. And the reason why we did that is so that it didn't do what AODR does, where you've got a big outfit and it's sucking out players, right? We didn't want to do that to TR. Much as TR wanted us gone, we didn't want to do that.
Okay.
Right? We didn't want to leave TR in a state where there's this outfit that's not been run by anybody but sucking up the players.
Okay. So, PaleTiger speaks for the outfits that he leads, and right now the active one is Pale Riders. And also, if you're wondering about the mask, PaleTiger, he is when he's ready to reveal his face, doing the different things that he wants to do. That's what it is. But as of right now, we're gonna stick with the mask.
Well, I hope to go. I mean, this may not be the mask I end up with, right? But I want to go down this road. I do want to stream myself and do what you're doing, and that in the future. But I'm trying to fit life in with my gaming.
Gotcha.
And that. So yeah, it's just it's one of those things. You never get to do what you want to do. You got to do what you have to do.
Yeah. Yep. So when you're ready, then everybody will see. And until then,
yeah,
here's what we have.
Yep.
All right. Scope of the talk. What is this about? What isn't this about? So first of all, it's not a trap. That's not the intent. It's not a gotcha scenario. But what it is understanding what you believe, understanding what Tiger believes, just having a nice conversation, and then coming away with it having understood more than when I walked into it. Introductions. Definitely. I'll go first on this one. I'm Devil Dogs, NC Connery, Lanzer. I've been a main battle tank player as my main, so most of the time I play NG, and also I do construction whenever I can. And yeah, I did a lot of PlanetSide battles, server smash, a lot of organizing behind the scenes on that, and that's what most of my PlanetSide 2 career has been. And now I'm just a casual player. I play for fun, and when I can, when I want to. And that's me. So Pale, welcome to the show. Who are you? Who do you play for if no one knows already?
Right. Well, I'm PaleTiger. I'm the leader of Pale Riders. Been playing the game for nearly 10 years. We're coming up, I think it is the 10-year anniversary, is it, or 11?
I think we're coming up on 10 years.
10 years. I started off on Briggs. As actually, believe it or not, my first outfit on Briggs was Top Cats.
It was what?
And Top Cats.
Top Cats, okay.
Yeah. And that was my first little outfit and whatever. And didn't go great, I'll be honest with you. The whole thing, like with the carry-on with my laptop and everything, and, struggled there. And eventually, as I got a better rig, I jumped over to Connery.
Wait, on Briggs, were you VS? Is that what you started out as?
Yeah, I was VS on Briggs. Sorry, I forgot to say that. And I bought everything in station cash. All right. Mm-hmm. So, and that, I never thought that would help me big time in the future, but it did. But I bought everything. But anyway, I went over to Connery, bought more stuff, bought all the building gear, all that sort of stuff on Connery, and we were Pale Riders on Connery. And then we became, what made us go to TR? Well, it was the wildcards that made us go to TR. If you remember rightly, years ago, it could take 3 days before an alert would start, right? But whoever won that alert used to get prizes, like you used to get a weapon, things like that. You could get a good weapon, all sorts of bits and pieces. But the trouble was, every time we were fighting the alert, the wild cards would be on another continent, ghost capping it. So it'd be shutting down and going around doing that, right? And of course, we'd be losing, so we'd be getting nothing for those alerts. So we decided, and the cowboy, right, who's been with me, like Cowboy, I met straight away on Connery, right? Cowboy Bob. And we went over to TR and started the TR outfit just to fight the wild cards, to stop them from ghost capping all the time and doing that. Because far as we were concerned, it wasn't in the spirit of the game. You know what I mean? It was just, it really wasn't. And so we went over and tried to pull it up, and we liked it. Actually, at the time when we started, TR weapons were brilliant. And back then, the VS weapons weren't the best, and that there was a balance
so today.
out there. No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. And that, but so we like being on things. But I have to say this, right from the word go, we got grief. We were never wanted over there by, some people did, but as a rule of thumb, we were never wanted by TR, even on Connery. And when we come over to here, same story,
Here being Emerald
sort of stuff. Yeah, but here on Emerald, it was the same story and that. But we tried to tough it out and whatever. And, but now, I suppose we should stay back at Connery, but we won the first, in Space Pigs won the first gold outfit wars and that. And what had happened was we'd actually got rid of Pale Rider, right? Because I used to have an Australian logo. So we shut down Pale Rider and created Space Pigs and put the pig emblem up. so it was more meaning for everybody instead of just having a icon Australian flag and that. So so that's how we started Space Pigs. It was more welcoming to everybody.
Gotcha. Space Pigs was more welcoming. Okay.
Yeah, and that. So that's how we did it, and just remember along this way and what we're doing, and that I was still learning the game and building better rigs. I mean, I ended up building a new rig by then for Connery, and I had a bloody i3 in it with a R9 280 at the day, and I started using that, and it was better, sort of thing, but it still wasn't great. And I just kept building the rigs up. But anyway, as we got bigger on Space Pigs and that, and got into the wars, and we, as you know, Outfit Wars came along.
Mm-hmm.
And we weren't sure whether we were going to be in it and what it was all about. But when we realized that it was going to be reasonably easy, because what they did was they said, right, you've got a month to qualify. So whoever takes the most bases, right, gets their position, their slot, either be in the gold outfit war or the silver or the bronze. So we ended up there for the whole month, every day, every hour, right? We had someone running a platoon of that so that we could be in the gold outfit wars. The funny thing about it with Connery, because Connery at that moment was actually slowly sort of taking a dive, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the first outfit wars brought it back. When they started doing it that way, see, everybody had to be on. If you wanted to be in that outfit wars, you had to be on to take the bases during the day. You could not be on. You had to be on if you wanted to go for it. So there was 3, sometimes 4 continents open at any one time on Connery because of that, forcing everybody. It was brilliant. The whole thing was brilliant. So anyway, we got to the point where we got to the gold place, right? And we got to fight Recursion, and I'm trying to think of the other outfit, the VS outfit at the time.
DPSO?
Sadler. Yes, that's it. BPSO, and that they were we, as you know, we won those. We won that, right? We shouldn't have won it, in all honesty, right? But we did the training, and the moment we started, we put in the work. But the moment we started, because it was the first one too, and we didn't know what was going on really, right? How it was going to play out. Recursion immediately warp gated us straight off the bat. Basically cut us off, so we had to, get our shit together and start again. And then they think, but we just crept up and won it, and won the first gold outfit wars on Connery. And not only did we win it, we actually won it in a shorter time than any other group in the battles.
That was time. The one with R18.
Yeah. No, that was R18 was the next lot, the next battles.
Wait. You won the first years too?
No. We won the very first outfit wars on Connery, which was Recursion, and I keep forgetting that other outfit. God.
Not Hammered?
Not Hammered. Hammered won. Hammered won silver. This is what happened. War Pigs won gold. Hammered
I see it now.
Won silver. TIK won bronze. So TR won the whole set.
Yeah, I see that now. Okay, I have it up. Pigs, DPSO, Recursion won gold.
DPSO, all right, yeah.
Yeah, so Hammer, WTAC, the wild cards won silver. CIK, FIFA, BRAC won bronze. Gotcha.
Yeah. So we won that, which we did. Look, I'll be honest with you, we did the training. We weren't sure whether we were going to win it or not, but we did win that. And then I said to him, we had the interviews and all that afterward. I said, don't change Outfit Wars. Leave it the way it is. Because I could see that with the winner. It brought, like I said, we had 4 maps open some days. The way they had it set up was perfect. Absolutely perfect. and it was easy, and it made everybody had to be on. If you wanted to be in that outfit war, you needed to be on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what it did. It made everybody turn up to play, and yeah. But anyway,
so nowadays you're VS Pale Riders, and that's the current iteration of where you are, and where War Pigs, Space Pigs, Pale Riders.
Yep.
Okay, got it. So I did a little research, and I found as many as I could, many of your alts, but there are 4 big ones, and not taking into account I couldn't find the ones you deleted. I calculated that you had 10,533 hours, so 439 days of playtime. And for reference, both of my alts put together, I have 59 days, which is 1,300 hours. So that's a wide chasm. But it says you've been a member since 2016. I'm assuming you said you've been playing longer than that, beta?
I've got 2 accounts.
Okay.
Right? So you've just read what I've done on one account. I've got another account, and that was actually my first account that I had.
Gotcha.
And that I made another account somewhere along the line. When it was the first 2 years, that somewhere along the line there, I actually changed, like something happened. I ended up creating another account, right? And forgot about the other one, right? And I don't know why it happened that way. And then one day, believe it or not, this is crazy, PlanetSide sent me a message and said, look, we've found your old account. Congratulations. I went, okay, I got my old account back, fair enough, or whatever. I don't remember what happened. I used to drink very heavy back then and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, sort of thing. But I don't, so I had my other 2012, that's the leader. See, that's the count I've been using to cover for my other outfits.
Yeah.
So if anything happens to
when
this
did you
account,
create your first account?
2012.
Okay, and so you beta.
Yeah.
Right.
I did the beta and that sort of stuff with it and whatever. But something happened I stopped playing for a few months, and I think I forgot my account or whatever. But I had to get another computer because I was struggling to play on the Dell laptop. All right, and I started, and something, I don't know, I think I forgot about the other one and just jumped in, because this is at that point where I really still don't know about computers. So I'm still feeling my way through the gaming thing, and I created another account, just went and did it because I couldn't find the other one, or couldn't remember how to set up the other one and whatever. Didn't know how that I could actually find. That's what it was. I couldn't work out to get my password because I didn't understand it, didn't comprehend it back then. That's when my son was telling me, that's when I started getting the your stupidity thickens me sort of thing. So that's what happened, right? And that account disappeared until one day Daybreak gave it back to me.
Gotcha. So before we get more into your story, I forgot to mention that if anyone, you and we do not know each other, and I don't think we may have crossed paths on Connery, like just in fighting each other, but I really didn't know anything about you except through what I've heard through Chuckballer's stream. We've never talked before until 3 days ago when we first talked about what this would look like, and so this is the second time, other than us. Yeah, this is the second time that we've really ever talked in our entire life. So I have very little context other than I've been a part of Connery since 2012. So I understand the Connery history, and Cyrious and I we go way back as well. So of course things I've heard your name before, but we know I think we know very little about each other. Just wanted to set the stage on there.
I know the Devil Dogs.
What's that?
I said I know the Devil Dogs.
I watched your I watched your Rogue One with Darth Vader. That video you did, and I saw Chilroy's name, and I'm like, what happened? I didn't even know Chilroy and you had beef of any kind.
That was made up. I didn't make that. That was made by Conflict, made the video, and he gave me permission to put my voice over it and that sort of stuff. So I just redid it it again. So
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I know.
So let's start back your story. How did you get here?
To Emerald?
I'd say you're from Australia, right? And then
Yep.
you played other games like World of Tanks, you said. Eventually led up to PlanetSide 2 in 2012, and ever since then, you've been a huge fan of it.
Yep.
War Pigs, Pale Riders, Space Pigs,
yep.
War Pigs, then
Pale
now Pale Riders again.
Yep. And of course, all that stuff I bought in the day with station cash, because I didn't have to buy any weapons. Because it was all sitting there, right, in that account when we could, like I said, we deleted, like I deleted a VS Battle Rank 120, right, when we were on Connery, when we first started. And I didn't record. See, this is what I mean. I wasn't recording up to then. 2016 is when I started recording.
Gotcha. So, yeah, when I was looking at some of your VODs, you have over 600 videos, and it says you started in 2014. Is that about right? That's when you started recording videos?
It might be 2014 or 16, but you see, I recorded that channel has been going since 2011.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah, November. Okay, gotcha. Okay,
and that's so.
And can you confirm that it's not just a meme? You are older than 60.
Yeah, I'm 62 nearly.
You're 62. Yeah. All right. So I'd heard that. Well, I mean, you confirmed it a little while ago, but
yeah, you've seen me. You know what I look like.
Yeah. So
yeah.
How have you maintained your motivation for this game? For what was it? 439 days worth of playtime just for the accounts I could find. How do you do that? How is that possible?
Well, basically, it is a good game. But there's no other game. Right? You can't find a game like this. So that's the number one reason I play it. Right? Another reason is that you meet good people. You meet a lot of good people on here. But the fact that you've got so many different communications, like you've got command chat, you've got proximity, you've got platoon, you've got squad, you know, it just goes on. There's even another command chat, believe it or not, and that no one uses in the game. But you just meet friends.
What other command chat?
I'd have to bring it all up if I show you, but I'll show you later. And that there is another one. If you look in the settings, if you go in your key bindings, you look down, there's actually another chat. And I can't remember the name of it.
There's two command chats.
Yeah, we used it once when the other command chat wasn't working, and we all jumped on it, where we could all talk to each other. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's so yeah. But it's my friends that are on here, Chuckballer, bloody Cowboy, and that sort of stuff. It just goes on, and that, you know, and another thing too. I make it. My outfits are made where everybody's welcome. All right, as long as you're not a racist, a sexist, or homophobic. Any of those things, you can't be in our outfit. You can't roll with us.
All right, I've heard you say that multiple times.
And furries are welcome.
Tell me what. It isn't just that I hear it. I'm like, okay, no, I'm behind that sort of thing. But you've said it multiple times. I heard you say it to Deeg. I've heard you say it in your videos. What is the emphasis on that? Have you encountered something like that, or it's just a thing that you
most
can't
of
stand?
Our outfit, like in the War Pigs, a lot of people are coming back over to Pale Rider, and that they do their own. They're welcome, and that we've got like War Pigs had a fair few women in it, right? I promoted them straight up to the strange rank, so I gave them the rank of the outfit where they could kick people. I gave them the power where anybody harasses you that goes a bit too far, and you're over it, just kick them. I don't care. You know, that's the thing. Because people act like idiots. I'm serious. You get one female player, right, in your platoon, and next minute we're hearing about titties and all this sort of shit starts coming up. And it wouldn't be the first time I've had to tell them to shut the fuck up and stop saying that shit. All right, that we do have women. And they deliberately do it. And that's why I pull it up every time. There's no place, there's no reason. Just because there's a woman there, you suddenly go on the sex thing and whatever. There's no need for it.
And so you gave them the power when they heard that sort of thing, axe them.
Yeah, it's up to them. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of the girls that play are pretty thick skin, but people just go on and on and on about this shit. You know what I mean? They just don't know when to shut the fuck up. What do you think? She's going to go out with you? Some of these idiots. I mean, honestly, what planet are some of these people living on? I just don't get it half the time. And then the racists, like there's a fair few racists on PlanetSide.
You made a video about that. I saw the video name when I was looking at it a little bit earlier. This game, I think it had something to say. This game has some of the biggest racists I've ever seen. Something along those lines.
Yeah. It's like, as you know, that's another thing too. We do our own monitoring, right? We actually track down and try, and this is because of the help from Soggycow and that, right? We try and we've got on our Discord information. We put information about a certain player. When we get enough stuff on them, we report them. We get them kicked from the game permanently. I had a website years ago, and it was for space pigs, and that we stopped using it. But there happened to be a photo of my missus and me, and Loyal Terran at the time decided it'd be a joke to put up a link and dox me. And of course, he stuck it up there and sent me a message. Have a look, and I sent a message back. I've got you, son of a bitch. You're fucked now, because he did. I did. I knew it. The moment I got the message, I knew. Oh, I've got his account. He's gone. There's no thing, because he forgot that he was so excited to dox me that he forgot he was using his own account. Right, so but the sad thing about it was, right, for poor old Karen, at the end of the day, I don't think he realised just how much he loved the game, and he did. And we actually did. Soggycow actually tried to get his account back for him, but Daybreak wasn't. Daybreak wasn't going to have any part of it. As far as they're concerned, he went too far.
Gotcha. So as your hard stance against it, and I wouldn't say hard, because I mean our outfit would be this. If we caught the same people doing the same stuff, we'd kick them as well. But you bring it up often, that I've heard many times. Do you do that because you want Pale Riders to be as open and as welcoming as possible? Like, is that the end goal, or is it personal?
Yep, that's the end goal, making it welcome for players. Now, take my word for it. There was a lot of carry-on in the War Pigs. So, like, every day there was drama going on. There was always something going on, and that someone would jump on and think. We let anybody in, but what we've done now with Pale Riders, we're finishing the game. We feel we're finishing the last leg of the game on VS. It doesn't seem to be racism through command. It really doesn't. It seems very different on VS.
Why do you think that is?
The color.
What'd you say? What was that word?
The color.
The color.
The color purple. Yeah. I mean, it could be blue rinse through your hair. If people have purple hair. But yeah, I really do. I'll be honest with you. It's cruisy as being on, like, PR command was hard work. It really was. It really, it's just crazy. And it's like, how can I say it? I mean, we ended up having a lot of drama in the end that made us come over to VS. And it was just too much work at the end of the day. Gotcha. I mean, I just fed up. I mean, TR did not want to win alerts. It's as simple as that. That's all I can put it down to.
Did Connery TR and Emerald TR, neither of them wanted to win alerts?
No, Connery TR were still pains in the asses and races, whatever, right? But they fought. They wanted to win.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah, because you got the likes of like Merc and
Yeah, I mean, Connery server was a full-on server. It was really smelly, you know, like everybody was out to win, no matter what. Totally the opposite over here on Emerald. I couldn't, you know, we just said it was more. It is actually more laid back on Emerald than it is on Connery.
So I have heard that. I've heard some of the outfits that have transferred over to Emerald. They're like, it's like an endless wheat field, ripe for picking. I don't know if they don't understand combined arms. They don't understand aggressive play. I don't get it. I don't understand what it is.
Yeah, I don't fully understand it either. The East Coast definitely. Let's put it this way: Emerald's pretty much the last bastion, the last server with the most players.
Yeah, with like the pop.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we're coming to the end, and that when it comes to servers wise, and that. But who knows what they do in the future? But yeah, I don't understand. And yet on VS Emerald, like they're switched on. Like I don't even talk. I don't even command or do anything in command chat on VS. I just don't have to. I've been relaxing, like Cowboy, myself, Chucky, and all the other guys, bloody Soggy, and everybody else. We've actually just enjoying the rest. It's been fun. I've got a KD of 12 plus. You know, just sitting back killing people. It's great. And not having to, you don't even have to talk on command. You truly do not have to talk. Every time I look at a base, first off, I said, oh, look, a base is going down, right? I'd go, there'd be people, there'd be a whole platoon way before even I got there. You know, they're just switched on.
So it seems like there's like a silent coordination going on. Like they all just know where to go, what to do.
Yep.
Huh.
You don't, yep.
That is interesting.
That's it. They've been doing it for so long. You know, I mean, it most probably wasn't a good thing for us to move over to VS, right? Because in some ways it could have possibly hurt the game a bit over here. But think like anything, new players will come up and it'll sort itself out. But what I feel like is this: we gave VS an enemy to fight. You know, War Pigs hit VS 24/7 and whatever, and you had to, because they were constantly on the ball. They were constantly attacking, and a lot of the time NC would just give them territory. NC wouldn't fight
NC
them.
was just like,
yeah, and so we'd fight them all the time, and we'd try to get others and that, and we tried to change the situation where AODR were using their website to recruit people on TR, right? And this is what got me. They did it mainly on TR, no other empire on TR. They've got something like 13,000 players, and they play other games. They don't play PlanetSide. You know, and when I found that out and found their website and found out about the other games, like AODR one night had 400 players playing Final Fantasy 14. 400 players on that game. And I thought, why couldn't you have 400 players here on PlanetSide playing this game?
They're a multi-gaming clan. They've been that way for a long time.
That's right. Yeah, they have. And they've taken a lot of players away from this game, and it's hurt this game badly.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that with Deke, and how in other games you said that you saw that happen in like World of Tanks, where someone said War Thunder and then they got banned or something. Yeah.
That's it. If you typed in chat, or who wants to come and play War Thunder with me, and went, boom, it's gone. They've got moderators. They can't do stuff like that. You're taking players; it's their business.
Yeah,
you can't be promoting another game on another platform, on that platform. You know, and that's the rule that I've learned.
Full disclosure: my alt is TR Emerald, and I play with AODR whenever I'm on. I don't play TR Emerald all that much. I'm NC. I love the Vanguard too much, but yeah, full disclosure. What's your view on in-game mods? You think they should be there?
You talking about the implants?
in-game moderators. So you were saying like there's the racism, there's the people trying to take people away from the game. Would moderators be able to help with that? Or would it not make a difference?
Well, it works in other games. So obviously, if you're going to lose your account, I mean, what happens at the moment is we've got to report someone. So we've had this idiot he's got a YouTube channel. What he does, he jumps in, team kills TR players, right, all day long. And then when he gets team killed, he records that, saying that he was team killed and that PlanetSide's a bad game, right? He's been doing it on VS. I don't know if he does it on NC, but jumping over to VS, same thing, killing people, team killing and all that sort of stuff, trying to make the game shit for everybody, Now, it takes time to put in a letter, right, to get them to ban him. And the moment he's banned, he makes another account, all right? If you had a moderator, it'd be an instant ban. So the moment he makes an account, bang, instant gone again. Like he could keep making them, but they're to be instantly banned. And that's what happens when you've got a moderator. He can ban them instantly. And that's what we need. The system we got is too slow.
Yeah, and then there was the time when multiple reports auto-ban somebody, and then there would be really good players who would make accounts, try and get banned as fast as they can, and then make a contest out of it. I think they call it like Dolphin Gate or something. I don't even remember now.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I don't know. I don't know if it's possible in this game. It's so big.
So you're not for multi-clan outfits. You're for PlanetSide 2. This is the game.
Yep.
What?
Yep. I mean,
other than the multi-clan outfit being able to foster, I guess you could say, longevity and that being able to diversely go against platforms, why is that an issue to you?
What do you mean multi-clan outfits? Jumping around from one to the other, you mean?
I should say multi-gaming outfits. That's the better word, I should say. So like AODR, they play multiple games. I would also say being able to play multiple games, it spreads the interest out longer. There are definite clear cons to it. Why is that a problem for PlanetSide?
Because they've got 13,000 players, Nelly, and they're lucky to get a platoon together.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They use it, recruit. You got to join. Are you on their website?
No.
Right. Are you in? You're in AODR. Have you been promoted?
Nope.
Right. You must join the website before they promote you. They will not promote you unless you join the website.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that's right. Why should you join the website just to get promoted in this game?
Well, they seem old school clans where you would join the forums, or you would join in game, you join the forums, they gate you in. A lot of the old school clans did that back in the day.
But a lot of the information, I've talked to guys that were in AODR, and they're pretty big, but also they sponsor other games.
Right.
Like, who actually runs that website? Who owns the website? That's the thing
I don't know. And I think you brought that point up to D, like someone's making money, but you don't know who.
Yeah, that's right.
So the lack of transparency is troublesome.
Like, the trouble is we don't, even AODR members that are a member of the web don't know who runs the web.
Gotcha. Huh.
All right.
Okay. So the fact that it takes away from PlanetSide,
and everybody Everybody,
go ahead,
everybody's, everybody, like I've met people in AODR that's rolled with us. I've tried to say, leave that, like what you're doing is wrong and all that. And a lot of people don't get it, right? You are still stealing people from a game and you're putting them into a website and whatever, and you're making them, you're basically ushering them over to other games. Like I said, there were 400 players from AODR playing Final Fantasy XIV. I've never seen them bring 400 players to this game.
Like, technically speaking, maybe recently, but AODR used to be huge.
Yeah,
hugely activity. And say 6 years ago, just like the Devil Dogs, we used to be super active all the time.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, at max, you might have 100 people on at any one time, right? In your normal outfit, you know what I mean?
So the lack of like motivation, the lack of encouraging to play this game, not just that game, and then sometimes PlanetSide. Okay.
Yeah, because there's so many AODR players, right, running around. We've managed, when we were War Pigs, we managed to stop them. But what would happen is a base would go in AOD's name. Let's just say you're running around, you got the base in your name, right? It's AODR. You can't reuse the resources. See, this is what we're saying. The resources are all full. No one's using them in AODR because they don't have the rank to use them. Unless you join the website. And you join the website and play the other games. I don't want that, because there's only one game. You've got to delete all your other games if you've got to be with me. You know what I mean? That's the attitude. So I'm pro PlanetSide, and that's the attitude. That's how I think. You know, I see AODR as an enemy of PlanetSide.
Got it. What about the opposite? So let's say if AODR wasn't a PlanetSide outfit, they are multi-gaming, and then they look at PlanetSide and they're like, hey, let's add that to our rotational roster. Then they bring players from who they haven't played before. Now they also play PlanetSide sometimes. Is that a problem too?
If they brought 400 players, right, I'd do a cartwheel. All right, simple as that. If they brought 400 players, but it's more than that. Like I was saying, you couldn't use the resources in your own outfit, and the resources are full all the time. Because they're not promoting anybody to use them. That's what that's the argument I've got.
Okay. So if AODR, they had, consistency, not 400 players, but the same level of activity now, but they allowed their people to enjoy the full breadth of the game within their ranks, that would be less of an issue for you?
Everybody in War Pig had permission to use the war assets. Everybody. Use the resources. Yep, everybody had that right.
So the lowest rank can pull a Bastion if you had one?
Yeah. Well, we tried to build 3 Bastions a week on War Pigs, all right? And everybody that's never flown a Bastion got to take one out.
What?
Yeah. Ask anybody that was on War Pigs. It was part of the deal. You got to use heavy anvils. Everybody got the rank. As long as you could hear us, right? You didn't have to have a microphone, but if you could hear us, we ranked you up, right, so that you could use all the resources. And we did that, and we kept it full because we got that big. We kept it full, and that's what I'm trying to say. What AODR were doing, but they weren't using, and they don't promote unless you go and join their website and play other games with them. I don't want you playing other games. I want you to get promoted in their outfit. You should have a choice. If you don't want to play and don't want to be in the website, you shouldn't have to be. But you still should get promoted if you want to play this game.
All right, talk to me, because this is another common thread I see. Other than no racist, no sexist, no homophobic, people hating people is what I heard you say it to D. That you don't tolerate that. You also, and I quoted you on this one, I hate anyone that goes against the game. Talk to me about that. Why is that true?
With the game, right? I don't believe, like, I've had people jump in my platoons promoting other games like X4. I won't say the names of these people because they actually went on to play other games and actually became good streamers, right? But I used to kick them. I'm not interested. I'm playing PlanetSide. You're not taking my guys. That's how it is. It's my game. It's my people. I run the show sort of thing with my way when I'm on, right? And there's things I won't allow. I won't allow the game to be. I won't allow the outfit to be rubbished, and I won't allow the game for people to be taken from the game, right?
I got it.
But even I have to admit that things are not good. Like the population, you can see the population disappearing on Emerald.
You and I would agree on that. I'm currently planning another StratSide, my community manager StratSide. I did a 3-hour one last year. This year I'm going to simplify it down to like an hour or less, 30 minutes if I can get it. And I had to refresh my stats on the game, like the population, and it wasn't looking good. We were down 20% in a year. It's not good. So I definitely see what you're talking about on that.
Yeah.
So you are all right. I think I get it.
Yeah.
You are fully bought into this game. Anything that is contrary to that, anything that takes away from it, you're not enthusiastic about that. And if you had the power to influence it, like kicking, that's exactly what you will do. You remove it from the equation.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't mind putting a video up about someone, like if you developed your own game and you wanted a plug, right? I'd put something up on my YouTube channel, right, and plug it for you. You know what I mean? Anything like that, whatever, you know, type thing. But in the game itself, right? I mean, we actually got interesting people. We've got people like Cowboy Bob, and that used to be a developer and all this sort of stuff, and in games and whatever. But what I'm saying is that we get frustrated with the game. We all get frustrated. We get to a point where we get so frustrated with the game, and that like the big mistake they did was shutting down the servers, making them not as powerful. Right? They fixed it again. Like the servers are working good again. Right? But what was happening was I couldn't play later in the evening because I was so far away. As the population dropped, the servers were shut down. Right? Because based on population. Right, and when I mean server, it took, like, I couldn't log in. Let's put it this way: at one stage at night, I could not log in because of the server situation. You know, the latency and all that was just way out. I just couldn't play. They fixed that up to a certain extent. So yeah, I can jump on any time, but that hurt the game. All this server problem, they need to put. We either need to shut down Connery, Soltech, you know what I mean? We need to do a move sooner than later. Don't wait for Connery to die completely like Briggs did, right? They need to do this now. We need Connery shut down now. Everybody brought over here, all their characters, just do it.
I'm in complete agreement. Merge me
the longer they
with
leave
Emerald.
The longer
That's
they
why I
leave
refuse to make I refuse to play an Emerald MC because I'm just waiting for that merge. I'm not restarting a character on that.
Yep. And that, look, if they had done the Brig thing earlier, right, a lot more people would have stayed in the game. You know what I mean? They really would have, right? Because they would have been revitalized with the big battles on Connery, like I was.
Gotcha.
You know? And that sort of stuff. And it's like, they left it too long. They didn't close it for another 4 years after I left.
I didn't really know much about how Briggs went down. I just remember the server smashes that you all brought to the table. You all represented for a long time.
Yeah, but the problem was that it was after the server smash, right? There were problems. That's when we started getting problems and that sort of stuff with the game here and there. Certain things wouldn't work properly and whatever. But but they fix bits and pieces. But it's like if they could just make one server, just do it, bite the bullet, and just say, right, we only got one server, and that's it. And put everything like that server, beef it up, do everything in your power to make sure it works, and and expand like 2,000 players at one time.
Yeah, bring that max back up, because that, to me, that killed it. That killed things when you took that max away. Then it was like PlanetSide Mini. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if we don't bring Connery over soon, it won't make any difference. And it didn't make any difference when Briggs. But they left Briggs to the point where there was one player on Briggs, and he put up a video on Reddit, a picture on Reddit where he'd ghost capped the whole continent by himself. And when they shut down Briggs and allowed players to transfer, for a start, they sent them to bloody Soltech, and that was stupid because they ended up wanting to come over to Connery. They didn't want to be on the Asian server because they don't speak Asian, they speak English and that sort of stuff. So it was obvious to send them things. That was a stuff up. So they need to move Connery now, today. They should have done it a month ago.
I endorse that fully.
Yeah, I believe, I make a prediction here. This game's dead in the middle of next year if they don't start doing something drastically. It's gone.
You think the game will die mid next year if they don't do something drastically?
It won't be worth playing.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Because of the population decline?
Yep.
Got it.
They've got to do something. And this, outfit wars, right? I didn't want to be part of it at all, period. Because of the way all the things we had to do and the long period of time for training and everything and what you had to do we had a situation where a player got all the people that in our outfit that wanted to play Outfit Wars. I didn't. They trained them up, and then he took them and created another outfit. So he took my Outfit War group and created another outfit and said, "Oh, we didn't do it to be spiteful." I thought, what? So I had to try and make another platoon for outfit because we were signed onto it, right? So we couldn't get out of it. So I had to make another platoon out of an outfit of players that didn't want to play Outfit Wars.
Okay.
Right? So we had to do that. So we had to go in, right? And Topher was the outfit that got made up of that bloody thing. So, yeah. That's another story. But anyway, then on the second to last...
When I saw your video where a lot of people were leaving and you were kicking players, you mentioned how that happened and why that was happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was the start. That really pissed me off because Mark Zett, the guy that did the training and did it, right? Honestly, it was obviously planned right from the word go. Because he was always asking to do, like we were going to do a bot outfit, or we got an NC one, or we're going to do something. But he was always jumping up saying, let me, I'll do it. He was planning to try and build his own outfit from out of mine, right? And that's how it went down.
That's happened in Devil Dogs a number of times. Outfit within outfits. I don't even remember how many outfits we have now, but there are so many outfits who trace their lineage to Devil Dogs.
Yeah, but the thing with us is what we let everybody promotion. Like these guys got to use anything. But anyway, they went over to Topher, right? And then of course Topher, being a new outfit, couldn't be in Outfit Wars. So he took the outfit to be in Outfit Wars, and they couldn't be in it, and it left us holding the baby. You know what I mean?
And which Outfit Wars year was this?
That was the last one.
Okay. The one that we just concluded.
Yeah. Anyway, we got one more. It was the second to last Outfit Wars. We're struggling to get people to even join and do it. We're fighting a VS outfit. I don't remember their name. But anyway, we find out that 2RAF had actually made accounts the week before, right, and jumped into this other outfit, this VS outfit, to make sure we lose. Now,
BGLA?
it wasn't the fact... Yeah.
Or ISV?
ISV it was.
Yeah, okay.
And they joined them and beefed their outfit up to beat us.
T-RAF? 2RAF? Did that?
Yeah. Yep.
Hannibal.
And a few other players.
Hannibal and his boys did that.
Yep. I don't know the name of who was the leader. I don't know if it was the main leader, but I do know it was a 2RAF involvement. I got told that. Also, Hatswa, right? You don't know Hatswa. He's not even.
I've heard you mention his name. That was one of the people you said was involved in.
No, look, I know him. I know who he is. I know what type. You just know over years in voices of people what they like. He's a narcissist, you know, and he's just trouble. Just trouble. He wanted to see TR fail, and he knew if he got rid of us, it would. And what happened was when I found out about TrueRaf, and I said, right, after this, I'm going back to VS. End of story. TR do not want us here. We're over it. I'm just over the drama. And now we're over, and that was the reason why we left TR. They fought us all the way. There was always it wasn't just one or two people. There was a reasonable group of people. It may not have been.
I have a high opinion of TrueRaf. I thought you all had a pretty good relationship with him as well.
We did. We thought we did, but see, unknown to us, we didn't.
Do you remember who in these? I'm looking at the player roster for ISV. Do you remember who was TrueRaf?
I've never had any drama with TrueRaf. I'm telling you right now. Right up until that moment in time, right, I didn't know. Right, I didn't realise that actually there was a problem. That was it. I didn't even know. I was shocked. I was so shocked to hear that TrueRaf had jumped over the other side to do that we left.
Okay. Got it.
And like I said, you know, it was a hard call. 6 years on TR.
Yeah.
Or 8 years, something like that. Six years on TR. And it's just crazy.
Yeah, I made a note when I was looking at your outfits. So Space Pigs, the most I could find that you had before you switched from Connery TR to Emerald, you had about 1,500 players. I suspect the number was higher, but by the time, that's what I looked at. But then the height of your power was 4,300 players in War Pigs. Yeah, I saw your screenshot whenever you play in Outfit Wars. That was before everyone got kicked and shut down. And now you're at 137. Right now, Pale Riders.
Yep.
So you started over.
Yep. Not the first time I've done this.
Yeah, I noticed. I mean, you went from Briggs, then you went to Connery TR, Space Pigs, War Pigs, Pale Riders. So this is not new to you, but that some would look at that and just think that the odds are insurmountable. But there you tripled your digits when you went to War Pigs, and now you're 137. What do you expect it'll end up being after your?
We won't let it get any bigger than 250.
Okay. 250
we won't
max.
Let it get any big. 250 max. If you have a look at the recruiting, we've got that written down. And 18 plus, it is an 18 plus outfit. So if you get on here, you roll with us and roll in our platoons and whatever, and you roll with us, and you hear some things about furries and things like that and whatever, don't whinge to me about it.
What is this thing about furries? What does that mean?
We have furries in the outfit.
You have furries. What are furries?
People that dress up in animal suits.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's the thing.
All right, I'll have to Google it.
You'll have to Google it, and that sort of thing. So yeah,
got it. Okay, so you switched to Emerald. We talked about that. You're starting over. You're gonna cap it at 250. So you just won't accept anyone over 251. So when someone leaves the outfit, that opens up a slot.
There is no reason for us to have a large outfit on VS.
Got it.
Truthfully, there's just no SKL control. Is the largest outfit, right? They do everything. Like I said, I've gone over. We're just resting. Like we're retired. We're just kicking back, enjoying ourselves, pasting VR and NC
What's your relationship like with SKL? Do you have an opinion?
Normally, they join our platoons, and I give them their own squads.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of them. There are a lot of them.
So not a negative relationship.
No, well, I don't know. I didn't think it was a negative relationship with TrueRaf, but you know, you just don't know, do you?
Yeah, some people in the chat are agreeing with us that they need to merge Connery and Emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still Connery main. I think I'll play it till it gets merged. But yeah, low pop is real. Happens a lot.
Yeah.
So
look, if they did that now, they did the Connery merger now tomorrow, right? They'd possibly save Emerald for another couple of years.
Got it.
You know, and that's another thing too. There's so much they could do to bring all the players back. Whoever played the game, they could bring every single one of them back, unless of course they died. You know, sort of thing, which happens. But they could bring everybody back by saying, right, everybody gets 1 weekend, right, free membership. So you come back, you've got membership, right? Now that membership for the weekend can ASP your character, you know what I mean? But they give it across the board to everybody that doesn't have membership, obviously, right? But give it to everybody. And send an email out to everybody saying, right, this is what's happened on such and such date, you will be given membership. If you have a character that you need to ASP in that, use this opportunity. Draw people back to the game.
I'd be behind that. That's easy.
That costs them nothing.
Right.
I mean,
it does cost them nothing.
Yeah. Costs them nothing.
That's what I keep saying, like in my community manager thing. I'm very passionate about community management. Love it. I keep telling them there are volunteers that would give their time and effort to make this game better. You give them a little bit of stay break station cash every month. It costs you nothing, and you've got motivated people to help build this game up. You've got people tons of things that we could be doing. We could be finding other podcasts and esports and just things that would bring exposure to the game, whatever else that needs to happen, in-game moderators. Like, the station cash and that sort of stuff is very, very low cost for what you could be doing by bringing in volunteers that are motivated players. It's that to me is my rant if I had to go on it.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm very passionate about community management and the things that we do to build this game, make it better than it was. There's just free stuff that is not hard if you play this game. You know what needs to happen to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. But that's the point, you know. You could be a moderator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that, you know, and that's the thing. And it could be, and there needs to be certain times and whatever. And obviously we're going to need hundreds of them.
Yeah.
You know, really. And that sort of stuff. And it could be a reason and that, but it could be, there's a lot of ways around it. They could do a lot of things where it'll fix itself up. But they've got to do it now. Look, remember the very first day? Remember the first maps? Right, the first maps, Emerald and all that, before even Hossan turned up and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They need to bring back the original maps and put them up there. Right? Just the old Scar Mesa, things like that. Some of the old subterranean battle on Amrish, all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? They need to bring the original maps that they haven't fucked with, right? Bring them back and put them up there. Put them up there. So that we can go to those old maps, have more maps. Put the old ones back up. It doesn't matter. We'll play those battles. We'll go through those old battles again.
Yeah, that would be some reminiscing.
Yeah.
A-Flick and I were talking just the other day, and I was of the opinion that they should remove Lattice. I always thought that Lattice was just not a healthy addition.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to
look.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the Lattice thing would be the way to go. Get rid of it.
Free weekend of membership. Yep. I wanna go back to Outfit Wars because there's this. So in 2021, I noticed something super interesting for pigs, but I want to build up to it. 2021, we talked about, you all were the winners of. You got gold, first place for TR Connery.
Yep.
Okay, so there's that. The second year, was it? The second year you also won, didn't you? Didn't you win first place the second year?
No.
Which year was R18? You and R18 versus Recursion?
With the third Outfit Wars, the third one. On the I'm sure it was the same year, 2020 or 2021. It might have went over to 2021, right? And that, but yeah, what happened was we'd gotten to the point, the game. They changed. They went and changed the whole thing for the whole Outfit Wars. We wanted to bail on that. We didn't want to be in the last one. I couldn't get players, and that also we were struggling on Connery. Connery was struggling for players, right? Just couldn't get the numbers and that on Connery at the time. But what had happened was Recursion always wins. Like I said from this last Outfit Wars, I said on Discord and everywhere that it'll be a Connery win on Emerald, which it was. Because Gob's originally from Connery, right? Yeah. Recursion from Connery. So at the end of the day, it was a Connery win, right? And I said that was going to be the case. But anyway, what had happened, they changed the rules again. They went and changed the rules of the game for Outfit Wars. And we only just managed to get in. But what they did, they changed things like, you might notice now that when you get a base in your name, it's who has the most kills, right? So if your outfit has the most kills, then you get the thing. And that stuffed the game up too, because who wants to be support? If you want to get the base in your name, you've got to kill people. There's no point reviving them, other people, your mates. You need to kill. And that's what it did. It stuffed the game across the board. Right?
Yeah.
It's people. Yeah, people are out.
I thought it was based on score.
Yeah, the KD score. It's how many kills you get in the outfit. In your if your members got more kill, so the top 5 players in 15 all had the most kills.
Okay,
they go in their name. That's how it works.
Gotcha.
You're reviving people and repairing and throwing ammo does nothing for the win.
Okay. So, Outfit Wars 2021 then. You, R18, and Recursion fight the 1v1v1. It ends up being a 2v1. How did that happen?
We talked to R18 knowing full well that we weren't going to win it. We didn't have the numbers. Actually, we struggled. And that R18... right? Got players they knew on Emerald to come over and join us, and even with their help, I think we had 30 players. We were still down 18 players, and that. So I made a deal with. I didn't want to see Recursion win because they always win, and that's how it's always going to be. Outfit Wars will either be Gobs or Recursion. Right, unless someone else comes up and gets smelly, right? But pretty much that's how it's been all these years. Every time there's Outfit Wars, it's always been either Recursion or Gob, or I don't know. I don't think there's anybody else. But anyway, I went to R18. I told them, look, you've got it. We'll help you win, all right? And by Raoul changed the rules. That was collusion, but we did this on the grounds we played it as if we were playing any alert. If it meant double teaming so-and-so so that the other player win, or how people say a victory for NC is a victory for us.
Yeah.
Instead of for TR or whatever, and that sort of stuff. Well, we went in with that same mindset. A win for R18 with a win for Space Pigs.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we saw it. And so that's what we did. And we played the game to the rules because there was no rules.
Right. Yeah. There was just what I think the game devs thought was going to be the unofficial sportsman-like conduct. Not realizing, I think, that they had conditioned their players for the past 10 years, 8 years at that point, to 2v1.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as an alert pops up, the one with the most territory, you can expect them to get 2v1 right off the bat. They're the first to go. I mean, that's just what the game's been this whole time. There's been no regulation, and now they think that this is gonna just kind of be self-imposed. When that first Outfit Wars, I was kind of on the same side there. So you talked to R18 before the match?
Yep. We arranged it all on Discord. And that, so yeah. I don't regret it. I thought it was mad. It's funny it is.
So you gave it to
R18.
So you gave it to R18. They won the gold.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong, but there was a moment there, and I can't remember if I recorded it. I'd have to go, but if there's a video on it, but there's a moment there where we started talking, and the boys started saying to me, we could win this Outfit Wars. We had an opportunity to actually win it ourselves, because what was happening was Recursion was getting stuck into R18, and they were tied up, right? And we could have just let them fight and just took the 2 more territories, and that most probably would have gave us the lead and the win with only 30 players, right? But I had given my word to R18 that we wouldn't do that. So we jumped off and immediately started hitting the battles where R18 was getting, like, we're going around destroying Recursion vehicles, spawns, you know what I mean? Everything. And then in the end, we made sure we dropped and made sure that last base went through.
So you had a chance to really backstab and take the gold for a first year?
For the third year, for the first from the thing. But yeah, we could have. We actually could have. But my attitude is, I've always done this as part of my life. Stick to the plan. Never change plans. You once you've said something, you've got to do it. You can't not do it. You know what I mean? And your word's everything. And R18, they all know I kept my word. Right? Even though they didn't realise there was a moment there that we could actually have stolen the win, because those two were fighting tooth and nail, and that, but we didn't do it. It would have been the wrong way. It would have been our word, and our word as pigs have always been the thing.
Okay, and the reason why you did that was to stop Recursion from winning.
Definitely. Recursion, look how many they won in Outfit Wars. They were in the gold. They were in the last Outfit War. That's what I'm trying to say. You've got an outfit like that. Don't get me wrong. They're all good people. All of them, right? But you've got an outfit like that has played for so long. They're so known that they had devs rolling. Like, you remember Drew?
Drew, for the dev?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to roll with them.
Gotcha.
Right? And that sort of stuff. So that's what I mean. They've been around a long time. Even some of the people that may, the Recursion app, right? The actual Recursion app. The people that made that are in that outfit.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they're not just nobody. They've got a lot of long-term players. I mean, I'm sure they've got players from PlanetSide 1. Like, they've most probably been from PlanetSide 1.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did either. I mean, they've been around a long time.
Yeah.
So, you said something interesting just now. You said you thought Recursion, they were good players, or they were good people.
Yeah.
How does that jive with this soundbite I've been hearing for years that has Recursion are a bunch of hackers and you don't support them as an outfit? How do those two fit together?
Because everybody's got to have a story, and there's always got to be gossip, and there's always got to be bullshit. They know that I'm full of shit.
Huh.
They know that it's all crap. I'm very good friends with KatsMeow, Conflict. I think they're,
Sale and Disenfranchised? You're friends with Sale and Disenfranchised?
Yeah. Disenfranchised on my friend thing, whatever. Very good friend with KatsMeow. She's been around forever, right, on the game and that sort of stuff. And I could just remember I was VS on Connery, so I knew them on Connery on VS, right? And then I went over to TR, and so to run my YouTube channel, we've got to have an enemy. There's got to be the boogeyman. So I made Recursion the boogeyman, right? And yeah, the rest is all bullshit. Not history, bullshit.
All right. I did not know. I honestly did not know. The way I heard you talk about them, I thought it was for real. I thought that's what you really believed.
Don't get me wrong. Every time Transgressor headshot me, I fucking had the shits. You know what I mean? I lose my shit just like everybody else. You know what I mean? But it's not personal. You know what I mean? I have my moments and all that. I mean, they're very good players. They're like very good players.
Yeah, they're phenomenal players. And
that's what I mean.
Throws me for a loop. I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were serious when I'd heard you. I had even took some notes at the time when you had done your thing with Cyrious and Archie. When you had said that they that you don't support them as an outfit, you're saying you're full of shit.
Yeah, I'm full of shit. No, it's part of the game. Look, this is the only downside. You remember when I said to you that I worried about coming over to VS?
Yeah.
Because I might have hurt the game.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because VS, SKL needed their enemy. Okay? And we needed we needed each other. We had to fight each other, and that's the thing. I created the situation. It kept the battles going. Since we've moved over to VS, I've noticed the population drop off.
And
right,
it's all about the game.
Yeah. So it's worried me coming over, but I'm hoping, like, that you need a secure outfit on TR where it's not racist, sexist, or whatever. People can go to and play the game and get to use resources and get to actually play the game. Everybody that's in my outfit, right, gets to play and gets to use the resources. You know, like I had nearly 300 people in that outfit with my rank that could have kicked anybody. I did that because they were my moderators within my outfit. They knew that if anybody said something, whatever, they were immediately kicked.
All right, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. I've just found my notes on it, and you had said that Recursion got what they deserved. These dudes have been around for a while, terrorizing everyone for years. Some of them are hacking. You only need one. You don't need the whole squad. That I'm quoting. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
And you're saying it was for the game. It was to build up spice. It was to keep the fights going.
Yep.
They're actually pretty good guys and girls, and
yep.
You might rage a little bit when they headshot you because they're just so dang good, but ultimately, you've got no beef.
Nah, of course not.
Okay.
We had to have the enemy. There had to be that.
You had to create the boogeyman. Okay.
Yep. Had to have the enemy. You know, and when I went over to Connor, when we went to Emerald, we made SKL the enemy and AODR.
So let's talk AODR, because that one seemed more genuine when you're talking about them taking away from the game.
Definitely see what they're doing is wrong. They're hurting the game.
I see.
I will not stop believing that. My attitude is that they need to promote everybody. Just because you don't want to play their other games, these people have got to be promoted. You shouldn't be forced to be on a website and give up your details, right, on the website, just so you can get promoted on PlanetSide.
Say that last bit one more time.
Well, you shouldn't have to join their website to get a promotion.
Oh, right. I got you.
On the AODR, you know what I mean, in the outfit. I mean, that's just wrong. But like I said, the resources don't stack. Once your resource pool is full, that's it, right? Their resource pool is always full.
I got you.
Because they don't promote anybody to use the resources.
You had said earlier,
I'd be lucky.
If
and
they
that's
had
another thing too.
Go ahead.
Like, how often do you see a Bastion from them?
I mean, I don't play Emerald, so I have no idea how many Bastions they pull.
Well, I think I average once a month. You know what I mean? But they've got the resources to build more. But that Bastion just sits there for a month.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I mean,
that's what I mean. They're not playing the game. That's what I'm angry with. They got to be on playing the game.
You wouldn't probably care about their recruitment practices if they played the game.
That's right.
All right. Okay. I'm seeing the pattern, and it seems consistent to me. That makes sense.
They've got 13,000 members. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck. It just needs to be sorted. They either need to shut down their recruiting if they're not going to buddy thing, but stop, because it's open. Anybody can just jump in and join it.
Okay.
You know?
I'm processing that. That's well played. Well played.
Recursion,
I had no idea you were kidding like that. Yeah. That's what your end goal was. I did not.
There's a video that gives away. If you look at KatsMeow, his YouTube channel, right? There's a video she's got there that gives it all away.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find it.
Yeah, she hasn't got a lot of videos up, but there's one there, right? That'll give it all away.
Huh.
So yeah.
All right. I consider that one settled and resolved.
Yeah.
In my brain.
As for SKO, we're frenemies. We were frenemies.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm currently talking to them about doing a StratSide in association with their charity life event that they're doing right now, or Extra Life for their charity.
Yeah, I'm pretty shocked with what they do. It's really good. See, this is what gets me. I know what you're talking about, the charities and that the SKL do, right? Yeah. They're not as big as AODR. AODR does nothing for charity. Right? I've not seen anything there. Right? And yet this small outfit with only half the members who don't, the thing that do all this charity work. I've seen what they've done. It's incredible. It's a credit to them.
So they're frenemies.
It really is.
So they're frenemies. Okay.
Well, they're friends now because we're on VS.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, so they were frenemies when we were war pigs.
All right, man. I think that's cool. That's pretty interesting to hear. So something specific and out of order. You had said something about the old rules of the alert was to 2v1 the last winner. When was that a thing? You said that Rel had said that was the rules at one point?
Yeah, the rules came along that how it used to... Remember when we started getting these alerts every hour and a half?
Yeah.
Like when they brought in these new alert things and that was going to be regular and it was going to be every hour and a half. That's another thing too. I'm over alerts. I think we're all over these alerts. But...
yeah.
But his own words were, whoever won the last alert, right? So if a person, like the other empire won the last alert, right? The other two empires in the next alert were to gang up on them. That's how it's supposed to go. That's the rules.
Got it.
Right? Well, that's what we did in Outfit Wars.
Right.
With Recursion.
I'm seeing the connection there. Again, conditioning of what this game has been for 10 years. You introduce a tournament-style event expecting something different.
Yeah.
No. All right.
But if they bring another Outfit Wars like we're just going through, I doubt there's going to be any participants. I'll be surprised.
That reminds me. I wanted to end with when the Outfit Wars discussion. So I was particularly interested in watching your all's matches this last Outfit Wars. And very specifically because I almost saw it as like, I'd heard in different circles, this was like the get you back match where you would finally see, pigs for the shitters that they were and blah, blah, blah. And that you're going to get what you had coming for you when you TV1'd. And you all lost the match against Gobs. That was the one. But I was listening to your comms because Lex and I had talked not long ago, and Lex had a prediction. Lex said that you all were going to lose, but you were just going to pick up and go back to live and keep playing. Zealous had a different opinion. He thought that there would be some level of burnout among the outfits that lost. But it would definitely show, both were in agreement that it would definitely show a huge skill disparity in a 1v1 atmosphere. That is what happened. But when I was listening to Chuck, you said something super interesting to me that I wasn't expecting in either scenario, which was, you said, see if I can do this right. Right, guys, we got destroyed. But then you said that you guys are going to try and do better, and you're going to go to the next match, and you're going to see what you can do to win. And it wasn't like there were hackers everywhere. It wasn't this game is shit. It wasn't this was so unfair. I didn't hear any of that come from you. And I didn't hear it from your outfit mates either, because Chuck was weird. I was listening to when you guys went to Austin or Osher or whatever it was after that. You were very focused on, we took the loss, we lost, we're going to try better again next time. And that took me by surprise, because again, what we'll probably get into a little bit later, that myth versus reality.
Yeah.
You did not react the way I thought you would react. You weren't yelling and screaming.
Yeah. Look, even I knew it was a tall order to think we were going to beat Gobs in that outfit war, that very first one. Even I knew. But again, it's very hard to get people to, like I said, I'd lost all my players that wanted to play outfit wars. Right? So I'd already lost
right, with that
everybody
schism that happened.
Yeah, so now that I've got this new group. Now these guys didn't mind playing and all that, but they really didn't want to play. You know what I mean? Okay. I didn't want to play. We only did this so that we didn't disrespect the other outfit by doing a no-show.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Say that again. You showed up because...
So we didn't disrespect the other outfits to do... We weren't going to do no-shows.
Do you realize that... Huh. I don't think it would be an exaggeration of any kind to say that wins you the respect of a lot of people across a lot of aisles. Hardcore competitive people who said, you're going to take a shellacking, but when you sign up, we expect you to show. A lot of the drama that happened for different outfits who didn't. You're saying you had a schism. It caused a lot of your pro outfit wars players to leave before that match. You are walking in with a bunch of players who weren't prepared to play, but you showed up. You made the effort to show up anyways because you didn't want to disrespect the tournament. You didn't want to disrespect the other players. You didn't want to disrespect Gobs.
Well, it's not just that. It was the row. Everybody that they put the game there, right, for its play. Just remember, in the very last outfit wars, we were already going over to VS.
Yeah.
Right? We came back. We came back to play the last one to make sure it went through. We had 18 players with us.
All right. I want to get into this next discussion. I'm dying to know now. This myth first reality thing. How? Why? You are not the person I thought you were. Unless you're just bullshitting me this whole time. Unless you're just creating a smoke screen, you are not who I thought you were. And like I said in the disclaimer to everyone, I do not know you. We have never spoken before this week.
Yeah. Yep. I can explain this. It will make it very easy for you to understand.
Okay.
Think of it this way. I've played the game a lot. Okay? So I've played the game this much. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, type thing. Now, along the way, I won't lie to you that I most probably cracked the shits at someone or said something I shouldn't have. Right? It's 10 years. Right?
Yeah.
But
yeah. Very few of us can say we've gone 10 years without scars.
But there's only that much of that where I've done that, right? The rest of the time I've played the game and tried to be helpful and whatever. Like, we talk absolute shit and rubbish. Now, a lot of people have left me and whatever, but here's a lot of things that people have got to remember, especially when someone's platoon leading. You're trying to listen to command chat, someone in the squad, and then someone in the background's talking to you and whatever, and you're saying, what the fuck are you talking about? And you're not talking to them, you're talking to someone else, but they don't realise that. You know what I mean? It's very hard. There's so many comms in this game. It's got just as many radio setups as Arma 3 does.
Okay.
So you're talking, you even got proximity, so you're constantly talking and that. And there's always, I tell you now, I've accidentally kicked so many people accidentally because of the communication breakdown in sometimes that happens. And I've apologised and brought them back and whatever. But I've kicked people for races they feel like I'm taking their freedom of speech away from them. I'm not. I just don't want to hear it. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
So I've upset people, obviously. And some people get enjoyment of racing around saying PaleTiger's an old cunt. You know what I mean? And that sort of stuff.
Well, they got the old part right, at least.
Yeah. No. Ask my missus. PaleTiger is an old cunt. Right? I'm straight up and down. But I don't know. It's like that old saying, don't think people are being aggressive when they're actually being forthwith, you know what I mean? They're trying to tell you something. And they always remember that. That's, it's sometimes people, you know the story about the little bird lost in the winter? You've heard that story?
Mm-mm.
The little bird flying through the snow?
Must be an Aussie thing.
No, well, it snows, so it couldn't be us. It has to be you. All right? But here, I'll tell you the story. Anyway, there's a little bird. It's flying through. It's winter. It's going down south. It's heading down to Mexico for fucking summer, right? Because it's winter up north. And it's flying along, and it's snow, and everything's getting on its wings and that, and it's getting tired, and it's thinking, fuck this is fucked. And it fucking nose dives into the snow and the ground. And then a cow comes along and shits on it, right? So this bird is not only covered in ice, but now a big paddy of a cow shit is on it, okay? And it's stuck there. And it's, it was cold. But suddenly it started realising, gee, this shit is warm. It's not too bad. And the snow started melting and the bird was there, but it was still stuck in the shit, right? But it was warm, okay? But it started tweeting and tweeting away there and all that, and a cat heard, and it went along, and it saw the bird tweeting away, right, and it went up and pulled the bird out of the shit, and then ate it.
Okay.
The moral of the story is, not everybody that shits on you is your enemy, and not everybody that helps you is your friend.
Got it. Definitely an Australian thing.
It is.
All right, I follow. I see what you're saying.
I live by that. And that's how you got to take me. Like, if you don't know me, right, that's how I'm more likely to be your friend than your enemy. I'm just a bit rough how I come across.
Yeah, I've watched a few of your videos last week, just trying to get a little bit more familiar with you. And I see video titles like "Fuck Recursion" from 2 years ago. All the hackers go into Recursion. Transgressor, you're a big fat hacker. Okay, so I realize the context of that now. But then I listened to a whole video of you talking about if someone leaves your outfit, fuck them, they're never coming back.
Yeah, I definitely am a fucking believer in that. So tell me how
that along with everything else I've heard and comms and just sometimes the way you act, it seems very extreme, black and white. You're with me or you're against me.
That's it. You've got to have discipline. In my outfit, there's discipline. That's why so many people, so I've got so many moderators, right, in my actual outfit, right, and we're war pigs. We have to talk of war pigs because PaleTiger is retirement, like the retirement village of gaming for us. So, but war pigs, right, we had to keep the discipline. You can't have someone jumping on saying this outfit's shit, whatever, and think, I won't allow it. You get kicked. Instantly, right? You got to have good look. I used to be in the armed forces, in the Australian Armed Forces, right? Now, we never bagged your own platoon. We never said we're the worst platoon or we were the worst regiment. No, we were the best and everybody else was the worst. And that's the mentality of any military, right? You're the best and everybody else is shit. And that's what I brought to my outfits, the same mentality. And that, so you got to keep your pride up. You can't let in, because then all the other shit seeps in. You know, you crack in one area, that crack gets bigger.
Okay, all right, I'm following you now, because I too served in the armed forces, and I definitely understand where you're coming from. Where you lose me is the extremity at which you approach this with.
Yeah.
For a game.
This is the reason. Yeah, here's the reason, right? I've been playing it too long. Okay, I've been doing this. Is not most probably the truth is this is most probably not mentally sound of me to put the time that I have put in this game.
Okay,
I've put in way too much time in this game. I know that. Everybody tells me that, especially the people that live with me. You know what I mean? That sort of stuff. But I do. Now, as for going back to the platoon, my attitude is the reason why I don't let you come back to the platoon, the outfit, or roll with us for at least 6 months is people jump in and they start recruiting off you. Right? Now, there's an unwritten rule that whoever's platoon lead or what outfit, you're not allowed to go into that platoon and recruit, like go and send invites to your outfit, right? Without asking at least. Minimum of at least ask, right? But you don't do that, right? And that sort of stuff. And that's why I don't allow people to come back to the outfit, because they start recruiting off you, start saying, oh, mate, come on, come with me. It's really good over here. I stop that. I kick you. You're gone. Don't come back.
Gotcha. But didn't you say not long ago you were doing that to AODR?
I was getting AODR to either join us or be banned or keep away from us. And we got, I reckon I got about 300 to 400 players out of AODR.
Right. So didn't you just do what you said that you shouldn't do to other people?
I got them to join us.
Oh. So you weren't joining their platoon saying, hey.
No.
Okay.
They would join us and I'd write to them, send a message, say, look, your outfit's shit. They're hurting the game. Join us.
Got it. Okay, because I also remember I think you changed your outfit description to say, don't join AODR.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And that might still be there today. I think
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you were upfront about it. You don't feel like you were sneaky about it. Okay. Because I remember you. It was just maybe like a few days ago. I was listening when we were talking Chuckballer, and you had said there was someone that you gave props to because they never tried to.
They never picked sides.
Right. And you said that, I can't remember whose name it was, but you said they always came after you from the front. They never tried to like play backstabbing games.
Mulder. Are you talking about? Are we talking about? There's two things here. There's two conversations going here. Are you talking about the dude that used to hunt me down?
Yes.
Mulder used to hunt me down. I'd be anywhere on the map. He'd find me, but he never. There was no one giving my position away or anything like that. He'd hunt me down and C4 my prowler every time. He was on VS. You know,
where you gave Mulder props because it was always above water. It was always okay,
always above water. Yeah.
So and that's the way you approach taking members from AODR. All right. Okay.
Yep.
That checks.
Yep. I mean, they're hurting the game. You become my enemy.
Got it.
Right. The moment I found out and worked it out and wondered what was going on, I couldn't work out how we were losing some of these alerts when we got an outfit like that with us when we first rocked up. And it took time to realise what was going on. And in some cases, see, what they were doing was they'd be halfway through an alert, and this is from players that were in their outfit, they'd shut down the platoon and say, right, we're going to go and play another game now. So they'd leave the alert and go off and play another game. They were doing that shit too.
Okay.
And that doesn't help. At least stay to the end of the alert. And they wouldn't let someone else take over. This is what I mean. They wouldn't let you take over in platoon lead. They disband the platoon.
Okay. I haven't played with them too much, so I don't know how they work very well. I play every once in a while. Got it. All right, so I'm gonna your Darth Vader one. I have it running right now.
Yeah.
By the way, props. I watched this a few times. It made me laugh quite.
Yeah.
So I want to stop in this first scene here, where Vader does his thing. Chilroy's right in the front. Yep, you got Chilroy right in the front, and you go, "Fuck you, Chill." I bring that one up because Chilroy used to be outfit leader for PlanetSide Devil Dogs. Yeah. Was there actual any beef, or is that another like create your demon sort of thing? Create your boogeyman.
Well, just remember, I had to make everything up because Disenfranchised made the video. So he put all those names together. See, there's two videos.
Right? This is Disenfranchised video you did overlay. The voiceover.
I did the overlay, yeah, with his permission. And if you read in the bottom, I've written that in there. I've actually written it in the somewhere in the thing that the video belonged to Conflict.
Conflict made this. I just added voice. I didn't even know who Conflict was.
Yeah, Conflict. He's Recursion.
What?
Now you see the truth. It's all coming out, isn't it?
Yeah. What the hell is going on here?
I asked him if I could have permission to put the voiceover, and he said, "Yeah, no problem."
So, wind the clock back a year. Sale and Disenfranchised, and I can't recall the third Recursion person. I'm so sorry. Did a basement side chat with Deeg. They were talking. They got on the subject of you. And everyone calls you our Lord PaleTiger for some reason, but they had talked about how they were going to change one of their subdomains to just basically route to I think it was some pig's website in honor of your glorious victory or something like that, and that seemed very tongue-in-cheek to me, and I like Sale and Disenfranchised a lot, and they that just to me seemed like a continuation of like they know they're better, they know they're really good players, and they kind of like, okay, we'll give him his cookie and that sort of thing. Was that part of? I'm trying to process all this now that I'm remembering all the dots.
Everybody's free flowing on this. Like, we just make this shit up as we go along. Like, they just, it's just, they just talk about the same thing. The video, if you ever get the chance, go on KatsMeow's channel and watch a video.
All right. I need to find this. How do you spell her name?
Kate, and it's Meow. MOEW or EOMEOW.
The history and making of a tiger god?
Yeah.
That's the one?
Yep. This is when things changed. And this is a long time ago, too.
When you say things changed, what were they like before that?
Well, I really didn't know them. Like, there was a point in time that none of us knew each other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And as the shit splatter and the bullshit continued, we got to become frenemies, and then,
Got it. PaleTiger is really a nice man. If anyone is projecting hate or absolute stupidity towards him, it's pretty dumb. I'll give him and his outfit some credit for bringing on good fights like the hour-and-a-half Hossin fight between two bases. He's not about killing fights and has fun with his videos. All right, I will watch this. Got it.
Okay.
This is going on my next list.
Yep. And it's it's good. You should interview KatsMeow one day.
All right, I'm going to add her to my list as well for upcoming and potential. And you said it is KAT. Okay, KatsMeow.
Maybe you can get, and that way at least you can get a woman's perspective on the game.
Yeah. All right. It's on. Well, safe to say that this did not go the way I thought it would. I had started to suspect that something was amiss when you and I first talked a few days ago. When we had that 10-minute, hey, this is what I want to do. Here's what I want to ask you, and you're like, right, no problem. I'm like, all right, okay. And just the approach that you had and very accommodating. It was different than what I expected of our first encounter. This also different than I expected.
Yeah. Well, accommodating means you get things done.
There's a lot of words I would use to describe this. It call it accommodating, call it flexible, call it calm, very easygoing. Like this, to me, this was the best case scenario of how this conversation could have turned out. We went through things that I would consider to be drama, things that you could have reacted very different on. But now I understand things a lot different than I thought I did.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But like I said, I'm sure that I've upset someone for real.
Sure.
In this game. I mean, but I can't remember. That's another thing too. I get, I'm always getting tells. Always. And that sort of stuff. And I actually block a lot of people all the time. And the reason why is that I think people think that when they shot me last week, or they did something, that I'd remember it, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And no one remembers that. So I've got this constant thing of hate. Some people think I'm being arrogant, but there's a massive amount of people. When you've got 4,000 people in an outfit, and you've got possibly running 80 people running with you, right? And people are talking. I can't remember most people's names most times. A lot of this is to do with I've been around too long. And I don't remember everybody. I've known so many players over the, and this is the thing I'm starting to see. It's really weird, but you look at some players and you think, "Oh, I know you," but it's not the same person. It's just a similar name, but not exactly the same. You know what I mean? And that. So yeah, it's really, excuse me, but yeah, it's really hard when you've got players like it's such a big game. It's not as if you're on a Battlefield game where you'll play a certain time slot and you'll meet that group in those battles at that time slot, all right? Because you'll go to the server that's best for you, which will be the Australian one or whatever, and you'll meet the same people pretty much the same time. That doesn't really happen here because it goes on 24/7. Like War Pigs, we had a platoon that continued for 3 days. It never stopped. And that it just kept going.
I remember days that were very similar for Devil Dogs.
Yeah.
We would just, I would take a shift and then, go to sleep, get back up and take it back and it'd still be going.
I was playing 14 hours a day at one stage. Every day. I reckon I would not have missed, at most, I would have maybe missed 100 days in 10 years.
Yeah, what was your big one? Your Connery TR? That was the one that had 345 days of playtime.
And then I had another VS account with that, but I deleted it because we went rogue. We thought, no, we have to get, because also too, I do try and get into the mental state of all this. Like I become, how can I say it? People say I'm this and whatever. I have never denied anything. Like I've never said I wasn't. I just let people think. I let people make their own judgment. If they want to think that and run with it, I won't defend myself on it. I don't bother. Because if I had to defend myself on everything that everybody said, I wouldn't be playing the game.
All right. I understand it.
So I don't defend myself. I don't get up there and say, I don't tell anybody I'm a good person. I'm not. I'm very hard to live with.
Yep, I get it.
My missus has threatened to turn off the internet many a time. She said, if you don't behave in there, I'm turning the internet off.
And if you don't mind me asking, how long have you all been together?
My partner and me have been together 12 years.
Gotcha.
And that, so yeah, I mean, I've been married twice, and I said to her, there's no way I'd get married a third time, for God's sake, it's stupidity. So yeah, but yeah, happy. I live in between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, and that Queensland, living the dream.
Isn't Kami from the Queensland? Kamikaze?
Who? No, he's from Canberra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Thought I remember him saying that word not long ago.
Canberra.
Gotcha.
It's bad. I've been to Canberra. It's not good.
It's
not a slum hole. It's not a shithole. Like, it's not a slum area.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He just bought a house too. He said he tweeted yesterday or something. Bought his first house.
Yeah.
Well, we just ran through everything that I could possibly think to ask you, and the dots connect now in my brain. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about, or that was on your mind?
I think Commander Cyrious. I keep bringing this up always. Commander Cyrious has been the backbone of this game, right? Him, Chuckballer, Soco. Soco's not too bad, but he gets a bit out there sometimes, and that. Soco, you know who I'm talking about?
Sokar's Legion?
Soco?
Oh, Sokar.
Yeah,
okay.
Soco, and that the thing. He's not bad and whatever, but he's changing. I don't know what he's doing. I haven't watched him for ages and that. But I'm trying to think who else. But these guys have been fair in the description of always trying to be on and trying to support the game, and that with Commander Cyrious, he's taken it to another level with the game on. Actually, he took over from Ral, basically. You know,
yeah.
So that's basically where all that's come from. Where the thing he basically took Ral's job on the YouTube because Ral doesn't do YouTube anymore. You know.
Yeah, I remember when he did. Oh.
Yeah. But we've got to bring these servers together. We've got to sort the servers out before we do anything more. Right? There's no more updates. None of that. Shut down Connery. Transfer everybody over. Right? I'd shut down Saltec and let them come over here. Right? Or they should have shut down Saltec and allowed them to stay on Connery. I don't think Saltec should have ever started. I know what it was about. I was on Connery when all the Chinese were on there, right? And I really didn't. I didn't really have a problem. Right? It was back in the day when the game was still. It was a hard game to run. I mean, you had to have a really good rig to run PlanetSide, you know, and you could almost guarantee that was most probably more the problem than the hacking.
Gotcha.
Like the carry on about saying that they hacked and whatever. Like when I first started playing, you'd watch the chat, all the chat, right? Account ban. Like it's just crazy. You just look and you're thinking, bloody hell. Now that was the very first, and then they changed it to the people voting, like saying this, reporting this person, whatever. They went to that, and that got out of hand. And now I don't even know if BattleEye works. Does it?
I see it boot up every fifth time I play PlanetSide. I don't even know if it does anything.
Yeah, I actually turn the launcher on. You know how you go into your Taskmaster after you boot up, right? Go into your Taskmaster, turn the launcher off because it runs in the background of the game, right? And it actually takes up bandwidth. Now, it's the one with the mark where it's actually got the PlanetSide 2 logo underneath, right? Don't turn off the there's another one that says that that's the real one. You don't turn that off; it will just crash the game, right? All it is the launcher, and you take that off, and the game runs a bit better.
In your task manager.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out next time I run PlanetSide.
I notice a big difference, right? And the reason why I'm in Australia, so everything counts, right? My rig, everything I do, and how I run everything counts in that game. So I turn that off. I've got my own special settings. MS config. I've actually opened up done all that sort of stuff. I've done everything I possibly could do to keep my latency down. And that's another thing too. The anti-latency button on the AMD cards work. It really does. It works really well.
I'll have to check out AMD next time I try.
I don't regret going over to it. I really don't. It may not be as powerful as the 3080 or whatever. I don't know, right? But I really like the software and the easiness of it all. You know, it's just a lot easier to work with than NVIDIA.
Gotcha. And you haven't noticed a big difference in latency between going from Connery to Emerald?
Yeah, there was a little bit first off, but no, it seems all right. It seems to be. But then I went back to Connery the other day, and the server on there's not running too good. I mean, I'm of the extra 50 ping than normal. You know, but then I don't know. You know, could it be my country's internet? I don't know. You just don't know these days.
Gotcha.
What's going on.
Okay.
Could be the Russian-Ukraine war.
Yeah.
Blame that.
Could be. Well, Tiger, I'm impressed, man. This was a great discussion. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I absolutely learned a lot.
Just one last thing. Don't get me wrong. It saddened us all to leave TR. It really did. It saddened us because we realised we were flogging a dead horse. We weren't going to ever get anywhere with TR. And we did. We gave 6 years of our lives to it.
So it wasn't an easy choice.
No, it definitely wasn't. Because there were good people over there. There really was. But a lot of them came over to us. Actually followed us over.
Gotcha.
So
all right, man.
But at the moment, I've been sitting back. As you might notice in my latest videos, that I haven't got too many enemies to talk about. So I'm going to have to find some new enemies. And Topher and AODR are definitely going to be that.
Yeah. I would volunteer as tribute, but we're on different servers, so I don't think it would.
Well, hopefully, I really do hope they don't leave it too long to get Connery over there. They need to get Connery over there while there's still people playing.
Yeah.
They really need to do it.
And if they do, you will see me coming at you with a Vanguard.
Yeah, I'll be in my Prowler, mate. My OP Prowler.
Yeah. Well,
flying
now you have
to
use a Mag Rider.
A Mag Rider, that's right.
Yeah, now you have to use your Mag Rider. I don't know. I don't know if you can do it. Those new Mag Rider weapons.
No, I've been doing it. I've been doing the Mag Rider. I've got to admit, I'm shocked how good it is. It is really excellent.
Chuck said the same thing. What?
It is. It's just crazy. Look, coming over from TR, I have to admit, TR's got every right to bitch about the weapons. Their weapons are shit. They really are. They're crap compared to VS's weapons. Everything about VS. Like, I went from on TR, I had a KD of 8+, okay? Over here on VS, I've got a KD of 12+. It's just no brain. It's just crazy. And I'm doing more infantry work over here. Even though I still do my max and do my Prowler and all that, but I'm trying to get the Beetlejuice.
How do you have an 8.2 KDR when you're engineering? You're an NG 73% of the time.
Prowler? Hesh?
You use Hesh?
Yep. All the time. And I'll jump out of a vehicle if I won't. Most people that get my vehicle, I'm never in it.
Where are you?
My vehicles, I press the U button, I get out of there.
Where do you go? What do you do?
I go to another base or something like that and pull another vehicle and go down and start heshing softies. What happens is I'll start taking hits from somewhere, all right? It could be from the air, it could be from anywhere or whatever, right? But I know that I'm probably one of the most hated and hunted players in the game. I've got people looking for me all the time, and that's why I don't try and save the vehicle. The vehicle goes. Don't ever gun for me. You'll only die. I'm the worst person to be with. Soggycow. If you ever get to interview Soggycow, ask him about being my gunner. He couldn't get over the fact that my vehicle, when the whole time we got C4'd something like 9 times when he was with me.
What? Okay, so you play Supernova VPC. I don't even know. Is that the hash equivalent of a Mag Rider?
Yeah.
So you have 714 kills with the hash version of the Mag Rider. You have, oh my gosh, you've got 1,000 kills with the hash of the Prowler. And okay, so you use AP2, and you're a big fan of the Onslaught, I see. Okay, hash again, Onslaught again, and then for Connery, Onslaught, Pounder, hash. This is. Oh my gosh. All right. And you feel no remorse. Just kill them all.
No. Yep. It's there. Use it. This is why I don't understand why people don't use maxes.
It's there. No, that's true. Holy smokes. All right. I mean, I've got nothing bad to say about it. I use heat. But I would use AP if I could. But I unlocked the rewards cannon for the...
Yeah.
So I use that. That's my go-to.
Oh.
Lately, I've been playing the JGX a lot, but eventually I go back to my kick-ass turret.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, but one thing I have to say though, it is a lot harder for, like, I've noticed something coming over to this character, even though I'm ranking up pretty quickly, right, on VS. I noticed the mods, it'd be a lot harder today for any new player than when the game first started.
Yeah, you're battle rank 93 now.
Yeah, but it's so much. There's so much involved. You've got the missions, the campaigns. You've got the construction, right? And then of course there's outfit wars, and you know what I mean. And there's all there's actually understanding your weaponry systems and all that, and the implants, the mods, and what you can do in the outfits. You know, the mods are a lot slower. Like implants, to get those exceptional ones, I'm really finding it hard on VS at the moment to get them.
I always heard get the 4 or 7 pack recycler. That's the best way to get exceptionals.
To get the what?
It's the recycler pack.
Oh right, the recycler pack.
Yeah, the recycler packs give you the best chance for high level implants.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah, and I can't recall which packet it was. There's a specific pack you need to get.
Yeah.
So if you're in chat and you know which one it is, pop it in there for him. Because I can't recall which one. I never really used that. I just got like the perfect.
You know the alpha bundle, right? The very first bundle you get, right? Buy that. It's cheaper to buy that than buy Squad Boost. Okay, it's got a 7-day Squad Boost in it.
Mm-hmm.
With 600 and something station cash, right? To get the alpha, it's 449, and you get a 7-day boost, a gun, and a camo. So I buy the alpha bundle for the cheaper squad boost.
Gotcha. Huh.
And that's gifting too. That's what we've been doing a lot. Like I've been gifting people for reviving me, just to encourage people to revive.
You've been gifting people to revive you.
Yeah.
Now I do remember when Deeg did the interview with you, and you jumped in your outfit. You gifted him a camo.
Yeah. Oh no,
and
that
then
was
Chuck frequently buys people camos as well.
Yeah. That was another thing too that hurt the most. That outfit, right? Chucky and me poured a couple of $100 in that platoon, right? We poured a bit of money into those guys. Like gifting weapons, stuff like that, camouflage, like Chucky did and all that. And then they left. And that was sort of like, really? You know? So there was no loyalty on their part. So we lost the outfit for people that wanted to play outfit wars, but at the end of the day, we definitely we got rid of the people that were disloyal.
Got it. It was like weeding them out.
Yeah, it did, actually did. So... that's how it went down there. But I'll be honest with you, we're trying to do at the moment on VS, we're trying to get to ASP. All of us, and we're actually going to try and go down a road like Recursion.
What road did Recursion go down?
Don't be smelly. We're going to try and start. Once we've got everything. Yeah, once we've got everything and I've got our characters maxed out and that, we're going to start trying to do things just as a squad and hold off platoons and stuff like that. Do their shit.
You're going to go full sweat fit.
Yeah, just for something different to do, and we'll make a name for ourselves Just like
it seems to all boil down to: are you for the game, building it up, or are you against the game, taken away from it? That seems to be what I keep hearing.
Yeah, you got to support the game. We all got to. There's people on here that deliberately try and destroy the game. That's what pisses me off. Like these idiots that jump on and start. There's a dude that I told you earlier about, that guy that he's got a YouTube channel, and he shoots everybody. The moment he gets team killed, he says, "Look at this! What a shit game!" And it's like, oh. And I can't believe, like personally, I can't believe there's no legal repercussions of people trying to deliberately stuff a game up. I really can't believe there's nothing legal, there that can't be done.
Well, that probably because it might get a little bit crazy with some of these companies with all this money. They can just take people out.
Yeah. Well, that's it. But But all I can say is we've got to push this Connery and Emerald thing's it's got to happen. It's got to happen before Christmas. It really does. Doesn't happen, we're in trouble.
You and I agree that we should be pushing the servers together.
Yep. Do it now, not later.
Yeah.
They did it later last time with them Briggs, right? We really got nothing out of it. I can remember the Aussies coming over at the time when it all happened, and there wasn't many. There really wasn't. By then people had moved on. The game had gotten old.
Okay. Well, I'm with you. Build the game up. Do what we can.
Yeah.
And I remember this is one of the reasons
now why there's still people on those servers.
Yeah. And you had said one of the reasons why you came on the podcast here is because it creates content for the game. That is one of the reasons why I'm doing it, to create content for the game.
I appreciate you doing this. I thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Absolutely, Tiger. This was a real pleasure. I appreciated the discussion.
No, same here, man. You did really well. I mean, you come across fucking clear, and you didn't fucking come across as an arsehole. Thank you. But sometimes you get people on the other end saying, you didn't have that mindset where I'm going to fuck PaleTiger up. You know what I mean? And a lot of people make the mistake of, just don't bother trying to wait. Some people just go in for the attack.
Yeah.
And that. Yeah, so, thank you for just being professional.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Is there anything, I know you said concluding thoughts. You gave shout outs to Cyrious, Chuckballer, Socar. I mean, is there any other concluding thoughts before we hit it?
Soggykow's got a game coming out. It's called Agony Online.
Okay.
And that sort of stuff. So, I'm just putting it out for him. And that it's going to be free to play and whatever. It's not like this game. Those sort of games aren't all right. I don't mind people if they made. I mean, how many people that develop their own game? And Soggycow made his own game, so you have to support him and that sort of stuff. But it's not a PlanetSide game or anything like that.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff. But yeah, but
I wrote books. These two right here.
You're kidding me? I saw that.
Yeah. I wrote those while I was in the military.
Oh right.
Yeah, I just googled how do you publish your own book after you write one. Then it turns out it's far easier to publish a book than it is to write a book.
Yeah.
Super. Like you just create an Amazon account and then you just go through the steps.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Good times.
Oh, bloody hell. See that? I know it sounds strange, but what if we could do advertising on the bases? The signage you have on the bases, like on the Tridents and all that? Why can't Daybreak open up to advertising?
There's a lot of different ways that they could do this. There's that's one of them. A lot of in-game stuff, like when you get into the sanctuaries, a lot of things that they could do to build the game in that regard. But I get that it takes a lot of time and effort to do all that, especially when you have competing priorities.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Look, well, I appreciate you coming on the podcast and telling me your thoughts. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If just getting back to Connery, right, will do two things: help save the game, and it will save money immediately. Remember, they won't have to pay for that server if it's shut down.
Yeah. Merge Connery and Emerald.
Yeah. If we could take anything from this interview, they need to do that now, today.
Merge Connery and Emerald before Christmas, as soon as possible. All right.
Yep. That's what we've got to do to save the game. And they'll save money immediately.
I appreciate it, Pale. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
All right, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Likewise. All right. See you.